All right, you're tuned into another episode of the Talkin' Shed podcast. Today, we've got a special guest in here. Lukey, how's it going, bud?
Good.
Good. We got Lucas Fennig, my oldest son. He's been begging to do a podcast for a long time, haven't you?
Yes.
All right. So, introduce yourself. Tell us how old you are, what grade you're in, stuff like that.
I'm 8 years old and I'm in second grade.
Okay. Awesome. Tell us about some stuff you like to do.
I like to go turkey hunting and duck hunting.
Oh, yeah? Anything else?
I like to hang out with my dad.
Yeah. And we go fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like going fishing. We like going to Cabela's
Yeah.
and camping.
Yeah.
Okay. Hear that scratching noise?
Yeah.
So, tell us about what you did today. You were with me today, put you to work. What'd we do?
We brought some knives to a guy.
Yeah, some side dress knives. He was getting ready to side dress with his J&M applicator. What kind of dog did he have?
A 3-legged dog.
He's got the 3-legged dog. Yep. He's got a bird dog. It's got 3 legs, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. So, but you slept most of the way up there. What was up with that?
I just slept terrible last night.
Oh, yeah? Well, the whole way there, you slept. That's all right. But then on our way home,
We got ice cream.
now you let the secret out. Everyone's going to know. We did stop. What'd you get?
A Reese's Hurricane.
Yep. Absolutely. There's not too many Dairy Queens that we drive by, is there? We stop at a lot of them, don't we?
Yeah.
Which one did we stop at?
Drive a Wilshire.
Wilshire. That's right. That's a pretty good one. What else is in Wilshire? Becky's restaurant. We like eating there too, don't we?
Yeah.
All right. So what do you want to talk about today, Luke?
Turkey hunting.
Turkey hunting. Okay. How many times have you been turkey hunting?
A lot of times.
We've been out a few times, haven't we?
Yeah.
What is it about turkey hunting that you like the most?
Having fun.
Having fun. Turkey hunting's a lot of fun because you don't, there's a lot of moving around. Like, you don't just sit in one spot all day, right?
Yeah.
Like, we go deer hunting, you kind of sit there in the stand for several hours. Whereas turkey hunting, we never know what's going to happen. One might gobble way over here and we move, and that's pretty fun, ain't it? And where do we go turkey hunting?
Sometimes in I've been in turkey hunting once in Columbus and the rest in Michigan.
Okay. And have you ever seen a turkey before?
Yes.
How close were the turkeys that you saw?
Probably 20 yards away.
What were they, hens or jakes or?
Some were hens and toms and jakes.
So, whenever we were turkey hunting this spring, we went up to Michigan, didn't we?
Yeah.
There's a lot of turkeys up there. We went up to Jackson, Michigan. How's that gobble make you feel?
It just makes me sleep.
Makes you sleep? No, it doesn't. A gobble takes your heart rate to the top. I mean, you hear a gobble and that turkey's just gobbling down your throat. He might be 100 yards away, but boom, it just feels like he's sitting in your lap, and you get that jolt of energy because you're wondering, man, is he running towards us right now? Because we call, and then boom, he gobbles back at you, and you call again, and he calls back, and you're like, oh boy, here it comes. So talk about what was your favorite turkey hunt this spring?
Probably when I was just about to pull the trigger on one.
On the jakes?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. What happened?
So, first there were some hens, and then like we were like back at the property, and there's like a group of 5 hens, and then they kind of just like hanged out for a little bit. Then they left. Then Jake's come. Then how much I had, and then there was just a lot, and there's just a lot of jakes.
Yeah, there was probably 6 or 8 of them, wasn't there? There was a whole pack of jakes. And we were just sitting there, and they were getting ready. This was in the evening. You can hunt all day in Michigan. So they were getting ready to find their roost, weren't they?
Yeah.
And so they were in a pack, and we would call to them, and they would come in. But I think they could kind of see us, but they didn't really know what we were.
Yeah.
So they just kind of hung out there a little bit. What kind of gun do you use?
I use a 410, and sometimes I only use a 20 gauge once, and that was when I was in Columbus.
Yeah. Which gun you like better?
I didn't shoot one at it. I didn't shoot my first turkey. Last night we just shot claybirds, and I don't like the sound of the 410.
It's pretty loud.
Yeah.
And I think it's so loud because that barrel is really short because it's a youth gun. So the barrel is a lot closer to your ear, whereas that 20 gauge has a longer barrel and it's further away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 410 is kind of loud. But it's a nice little perfect size gun for you.
And to shoot, and any single one like we have one. It's a kind that shoots 6 bullets.
Oh, the gun we have. Yeah. Yep, we've got a single shot, and then we've got a pump.
Yeah.
Yep. So back to those jakes. They came in, we were calling. You think you could have shot one?
Yeah.
They were moving around a lot, weren't they?
Yeah, so that's why I really didn't want to. Because I kind of just want to save them because for next time because I guarantee they're going to find a bigger pack of jakes.
Yeah, and next year, they won't be jakes anymore. They'll be toms. So they'll be even bigger. The beards will be bigger. The spurs will be bigger.
The heads will be way smaller.
Yeah, and we'll get them, won't we? Yeah, they'll come in. We'll get them next year. But we learned a lot when we were hunting. What else did you find when we were hunting? You're like the master of this.
So first time I found a deer shed, and then the second time I found a half of a deer shed.
Yeah, but how many have you found? Total. At least 3.
No, like
4.
No.
Yeah, because you found 2 on our property and 2 in Michigan.
No, because remember when we were picking up rocks?
Yeah, we found 1 there.
Yeah.
And then we found 1 back by the deer blind this spring.
Yeah.
That's 2, and then 2 in Michigan.
Yeah, so 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're like the shed master.
Yeah, my brother really wants to find one because he didn't find one yet.
Not yet. His time's coming.
Yeah.
He'll find one.
Yeah.
So, what else? Talk about turkey hunting more.
It's just so much fun to, like, if you have friends, you could just bring them, like, it's kind of just, you're, like, having fun when you're going hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And mixed with having fun hanging out with your parents, friends,
Mm-hmm.
and cousins, and uncles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of free time to kind of hang out. Like up in Michigan, we hung out with Zach.
Yeah.
He cooked brats and his grill kind of caught on fire and stuff, but that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he's got a dog.
Yeah.
Lola.
And a bulldog.
He's got a bulldog. Yep.
Yeah. His name is Turbo.
Yeah. And so we had a lot of fun up there, didn't we?
Yep.
And we went camping too when we were up there the one time.
Yeah. Then the second time when we went, it was just kind of poured, and we brought our tent, and we knew our tent was gonna get wet and everything was gonna get ruined. So we spent the night at its house.
Yep. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, turkey hunting is more of a team sport, kind of. You know, you can talk to each other during it. There's a lot of teamwork that goes into it. Whereas deer hunting, you kind of just go off by yourself and you just kind of sit there and what happens. Whereas with turkey hunting, you can come up with a pretty good plan and make some moves on turkeys. And you could just be sitting there and boom, one gobbles over here, one gobbles over here. But
like the first time when we woke up, we went out there. When one time when I was just about to shoot one, then when we went out that morning, and boom, and when we just came in to that spot, one was just gobbling, even though we weren't even like playing the call.
right, it just gobbled on its own, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes that happens too. Fishing. What's your favorite fish to catch?
Perch.
Perch?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because we like to eat them a lot, and
Yes.
they have a pretty color.
They do. They're very pretty, especially when we pull them out of Lake St. Clair in that nice blue water.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And last year when we went up with Lake St. Clair with Captain Rick, I was the first one that caught perch.
Yep.
And last year we were using a double hook, and I caught 2 of them.
2 doubles.
Yeah, 2 doubles.
2 perch at the same time. How does that happen?
I feel like those are twins.
Yeah.
I feel like they're connected. I feel like the twins are connected.
And they're both hungry at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they talk at the same time.
It is fun to catch the fish that you're going to eat.
Yeah.
Right? That makes it so much better. And we're going to do that again. We're going to go walleye fishing.
Yeah.
For the first time ever for you and Lane.
Well, not really. We went up to Magic Mike's pond and we tried to catch them. They just does Magic Mike have walleye in his pond?
Yes, he does.
Did you catch one?
We have caught one before. We've caught a few out of there. Yep.
And those just ain't really biting. We don't really have jigs for them.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll get some walleye though, because they are very good to eat.
And they're just so fun. And I never seen one in my own life catching one. I saw one in the picture. I didn't see one in my own eyes though.
Yeah. They're a really cool looking fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think perch are real pretty. I think smallmouth bass are real pretty. Walleye, they look really cool.
Yeah.
They're aggressive. They got teeth, sharp teeth.
Yeah.
And so they're a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll go up to Lake Erie and catch some. So perch are your favorite fish to catch?
Yes. So Dad, what's your favorite part of duck hunting?
My favorite part of duck hunting?
Yeah.
Probably waking up real early. And again, duck hunting has a lot of teamwork in it too. You get to spend time with other people. But I like waking up early and going out there when it's still dark, setting up all the decoys and just being able to sit there in the quiet, knowing to happen. Like the sun's coming up and it's quiet and you can maybe hear some ducks flying in around you and you're just waiting for shooting time. And you just get to wake up with Mother Nature and the ducks, here they come. They start pouring in. And in duck hunting, you don't have to worry about the wind or what you do, but I mean like your scent. You don't have to worry about really being quiet.
Yeah, because like the first time I went duck hunting, the geese and the duck just been acting weird because when we saw geese, they're just drinking maple syrup like by the electric sink.
Yeah.
And they didn't even see our decoys. Like I feel, and that was my first time going duck hunting, and it was this year, and I went with my uncle and my cousin.
Yeah. Duck hunting's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Again, you get to spend a lot of time with people, and it's nice because you usually don't really duck hunt all day.
Yeah.
So like you can go duck hunt in the morning and you still have the rest of the day to kind of go do stuff.
Yeah.
So you can just hunt till like 10:30.
Or like or like you could eat lunch at like a lot of times when we go hunting. Sometimes we stop at Bob Evans, or like Pub 49.
Yeah, just someplace to eat.
Then, or if you want to, you could just you could go hunting everything. Like you could go, like this is probably not gonna happen to us, and so like you could hunt, like you could duck hunt every single day, like
Of season.
like you could just go like where I hunt at Beaver Creek
Yep.
a lot of times.
Okay. Yeah. Beaver Creek, and then you'll probably get to go hunt Grand Lake St. Mary's maybe this fall.
Yeah, probably with my uncle and my uncle and my cousin.
Yeah. We need to get you some duck calls.
Yeah, my dad hasn't been duck hunting since a while.
It's been a long time since I've been duck hunting.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm thinking maybe we could go to Cabela's on Saturday.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Who's taking you there?
My dad.
Oh, I am. Okay. So this is a farming and farm equipment podcast, so we got to talk about that too. What do you know about farming? What are we growing right now?
We're going sweet corn, regular corn, and beans and wheat.
That's right. How's our wheat look?
It's amazing.
Looks amazing.
Yeah, and yesterday we just tried some. It was the first time that we ever tried some this year, and it tastes amazing. We're ready to harvest.
It's coming along, ain't it? We're probably 20 days out, 3 weeks from harvest.
Yeah.
Heads are big, population's there.
And we plant ours like very early.
We try.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like we try to get them early. The last time when we were bringing stuff in, the line was humongous to empty out. Yeah.
To dump the wheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to bring the wheat in early in the morning, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that way.
The way, like in the afternoon, it's so busy. That's why we try to go early in the morning. And like a lot of people try to do it too. And like barely people do in the afternoon because a lot of times, like one time we had a Christmas party. Then after we went to my cousin's soccer game, and somebody was harvesting wheat, and it was like corn, I think, or like wheat, and somebody was just harvesting one of those, and it was so late to do that.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a while to get it all out of the field.
Because sometimes, like, people like to plant it late because the line ain't really that early, and like,
right.
And like at Christmas, you have barely stuff going on except for parties.
Right. You planted corn this year.
Yep.
Tell me about that.
My lines were straight.
Your lines were straight. Did you follow the markers pretty well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did a good job steering. You were driving. That corn popped up, and I tell you what, those rows that you planted might be the straightest rows in the field. They look good.
My dad plants a little crooked.
Sometimes.
Yeah, because like one time you were loosening up the thing where you had to follow the line.
The marker.
Yeah, the marker, and like it kind of just ruined up the corn.
Yeah, on our overlaps, sometimes the marker reaches out there and goes through some place that we planted. But
and like one time we didn't even plant the corn, and like everything was running except like the corn.
The fertilizer was running, you're saying?
Yeah, the fertilizer.
Yeah, we got out of the tractor and I left the fertilizer on, didn't I?
Yeah.
What the heck's up with that? Hold on a second. All right, sorry about that. Had a customer show up and needed to get him some parts. He called when we were in here, so I had to run up front and get him some parts. But we were talking about Lukey planting corn and all that. What's your favorite crop? I know we haven't really raised corn yet, but
My favorite crop is wheat.
wheat. Why?
It's just fun to eat and it's fun to plant.
I like wheat too, because we get to plant it in the fall, and we get to harvest it in the summer, and usually, you're out of school in the summer when we're harvesting it, so you guys get to help with harvest. So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, and we usually get ice cream when we're harvesting wheat.
Yeah.
Don't we?
Yes.
I like raising beans. Those are fun to plant and raise too.
I don't really know what the special part of beans are.
Yeah, like the special part as far as like getting them to grow good.
Yeah, and like, why is it your favorite thing to plant?
Beans are some of my favorite things to plant because you can control beans a little bit. Like they respond well to planting them early. They respond well to some foliar feed, like different food programs for them, which wheat does too. But I like seeing how hard we can push beans. Like I like seeing how early we can plant them. Wheat and stuff, you can only do so much, I feel like. Whereas beans, it's fun to go plant beans and you never really know what they're going to yield, which wheat's the same way. You never really know what it's going to yield until you get the combine out there. This wheat that we got right now, it could do 80 or I'm telling you, I think there's some wheat out there that's going to do 140. So we don't know where it's going to be. We hope we're at the top end of that, but we'll see.
So like that. I keep on talking. I keep on hearing like one time about the groundhog barn. Like, what do you like? Like what? Like how do you give people numbers?
Give them numbers?
Yeah, like.
As far as what? Like my phone number?
No, like. Remember that time when you were cooking out there and you said, well, I gave that guy some numbers.
Some numbers. So
yeah.
That would mean that I priced him some equipment. Like let's say a guy called up about a Salford tool and he likes the Salford tool. He saw the videos on it. He saw you and Lane talking about the Salford, but he wants to know how much it's going to cost, right?
Yeah.
Everyone needs to know what it's going to cost. So when I say I gave him numbers, that means that I gave him numbers on what it would cost him to own a Salford tool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and basically, or like a J&M applicator, if they want to know what this stuff costs, we have to give them numbers so that they can put it into their budget on what it's going to cost.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah. So when it comes to farm equipment, what's your favorite part of the farm equipment? And you've helped me a lot with running Salford tools and doing demos and delivering equipment. We sell stuff, we service, we help farmers raise good crops with equipment we sell. What do you enjoy about that?
I just like to see farmers happy that he bought it.
Satisfied with his product that he bought?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he maybe sees a video or maybe his neighbor owns a Salford or a J&M and he thinks that one would work on his farm and so he tries it. So you're saying your favorite part is when he tries it and he runs it.
Then he buys it.
And then it's something that really, really works well for him.
Yeah, and I'm that luck charm of Salford.
Oh, you're my good luck charm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there have been some demos that I've taken you on that we've been successful on, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yep. Lena's pretty good though too.
Lena is like your all-time helper.
She's a pretty good helper. She likes digging up corn.
And she likes to scream.
Yeah. So you said that you like when farmers are happy with what they buy.
Yeah.
Can you think of anything that we have bought or invested in that maybe helped you or helped us that we use all the time? Because you could relate to that.
The groundhog barn.
The groundhog barn, yeah. The farm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's something that we will be happy that we have for a long time.
Yeah.
Right? And that's how you want people to feel when they buy equipment or make the choice to use maybe a J&M applicator or
to borrow it.
Right. Either way, the goal is to help the farmer.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like you're playing a game.
Playing a game.
Yeah.
See how much we can help the farmer.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like today, we delivered those knives to that farmer.
And that's helping the farmer.
That helped him out. He needed new knives for his applicator, and we took care of that, right? That's what we do.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's your favorite part of that.
Yeah.
Good. Good. What else do you like about it? You come here quite a bit.
Yeah.
To the shop.
Seeing other people.
Seeing other people. Like the employees and the customers in the shop and farmers and the girls up in the front office and everyone in the warehouse. And then meeting different farmers.
Yeah.
How many farmers do you think you've met?
Probably 54.
54.
And a lot of them are at the farm show.
At farm shows?
Yeah.
Yep. What farm shows have you been to?
Louisville, one in Fort Wayne, another one in
You've been to the Farm Science Review?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Louisville Farm Show, you already said that one. You've been to a few of them.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
Louisville.
Louisville's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Because we could spend there at a hotel, and there was a big hotel, and there's a bar,
where they play some music and have good food, and
yeah.
We have a lot of fun down there, don't we?
Yeah.
Meet so many people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good. Oh, Beef Expo.
Oh yeah, Beef Expo.
Can't forget about that one.
That's my second favorite one.
Okay.
There's a lot of good ones I like. I like Louisville too and Beef Expo. Wait, then what was that time? What was that? And when we go to Beef Expo, that one we go to a hotel that has the pool.
Yeah, that's right. We go swimming there, don't we? Yeah. So what's your favorite piece of farm equipment that you think helps the farmers the best that we sell?
Salford tillage tools.
Salford tillage tools?
Yeah.
Those are pretty sweet, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun to demo.
And you could borrow our Deutz tractors.
Yep.
Or sprayers, or we have a big Hagee in our shop right now that the shop guys are working on.
Yep, there is a big Hagee in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're working on a lot of stuff in there right now.
Yeah, they're working on 2 Deutz tractors in Salford.
And a J&M applicator.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep, a lot of stuff going on in there, isn't there?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. So, what do you think? What do you like helping with around here?
I like on the weekend I clean the floors.
Yep.
With the sweeper and and the washer.
Yeah, we clean up the shop quite a bit, don't we?
And I like to help with power washing stuff off.
And putting together Salford tools.
Yeah.
You do that too.
Yeah. So I just basically just do a lot of things around here.
That's right. Yeah.
This
Sure.
is like kind of like my own work.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I gotcha. That's awesome. So, what else do you want to talk about?
I don't really know.
Yeah. Well, we've covered hunting, turkey hunting. We've covered fishing,
Duck hunting.
duck hunting. We talked about farm equipment. What was your favorite one? What's your favorite crop? There's a lot of good stuff in there. I think Mom's got some strawberry jam at home.
Yeah.
We need to make some strawberry shortcake. That's going to be our recipe.
And no, I got that we should do. We should if we don't have strawberries, we should put strawberry jam on it.
Mm-hmm. We will.
No, it should be extra. Mom's famous jam / strawberry shortcake.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a good one. Yep. Okay. Well, what do you think? Think that's a good podcast for now? We'll do another one next week?
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. Okay. Well,
Thanks for tuning in.
that's right. Thanks for tuning in.